Guess what? It's finally here, the much anticipated Warrior Mini 2, the latest and greatest EDC torch from Olight. Let's jump right in and have a close-up look at this mini powerhouse. So depending on your usage scenario, sometimes the little Baton 3 might not have enough stamina, may not be bright enough, whereas the M2R Pro might be a bit too chunky for everyday carry, too big, too bulky, too heavy in your pocket. Previously this gap was filled nicely by the Warrior Mini, which is an awesome little torch in its own right, but it has now been superseded by the Warrior Mini 2. So we'll get some quick stats out the way first. Both of these are powered by the same 3500 milliamp hour 18650 battery, rechargeable. Probably the most obvious difference straight off the bat is the size. The Warrior Mini 2 is obviously a little bit longer. It's 12 millimeters longer at 118 millimeters. There is also a slight weight difference, with the original Warrior Mini weighing in at 105 grams and the new Warrior Mini 2 weighing in at 122 grams. Just as a side note, this Warrior Mini is actually one of the limited edition titanium ones, so it's around about the same weight as the Warrior Mini 2. They've also bumped up the maximum output of the Warrior Mini 2. This one will pump out 1750 lumens on the max setting, whereas the old Warrior Mini was 1500 lumens max. And they've managed to keep the run times around about the same, which is awesome. Now, one massive advantage that the Warrior Mini 2 has over the original is a proximity sensor in the lens. So it's been a much requested feature that they've finally added to this light. Now, of course, these lights do have a lockout function, but sometimes we forget that and the torch comes on in your pocket or in your bag, whatever. As you can imagine, this 1500 lumen output on the original Warrior Mini, it heats up quite a lot, and that's just something that happens with all torches. With that kind of output, they get hot and they can burn holes and things if you're unlucky, and that does happen. So what they've done to overcome that, if you forget to lock this guy out and it comes on accidentally in your pocket at the maximum brightness, that proximity sensor will automatically dim the output. So at that lower output, it can't burn anything. And what also happens is, I'll speed this up, but after 1 minute, the torch will actually turn off if the proximity sensor isn't cleared. So there you go, turned off after 60 seconds, and it's not hot to touch at all anyway. So definitely a massive advantage having this torch, especially if you're one of those people that forgets to lock it out, keeps it in your pocket, and find that it comes on by itself. It's not going to burn you, and also saves your battery from going flat too. So yeah, definitely a handy feature, that proximity sensor. Another thing they've added is the ability to put the pocket clip at the opposite end of the torch. A lot of people like to have a deep pocket carry. This way the torch slides into your pocket head down, and virtually none of it will stick up above the top of your pocket. It's just another option. I mean, it's still a two-way clip, so it just gives you more options for how you can carry the torch. In the box we also get a round carabiner which clips onto the torch, and you can use that as a finger ring if you need to open your hand for whatever purpose and not drop the torch. So another cool little feature. Pretty sure that can even be attached at this end. Yeah, so that's pretty much the main difference between the original Warrior Mini and the new Warrior Mini 2, guys. The way they work is exactly the same. You have three main modes: low, medium and high, with automatic memory. So obviously side button to turn on, hold down to cycle through the three modes, and it will remember what mode you're on when you turn it back on. It also has, of course, moonlight mode, which is enabled by holding down the power button when it's off. That gives you moonlight mode, and also turbo mode, which is a double tap. And that's your maximum output of 1750 lumens. So you can access that turbo mode whether it's on or off with a double tap. Also, of course, the tactical tail switch. You can use it as a momentary switch, half press for medium, full press for max. It can also be used as an on-off switch with a light press to activate medium, and again to turn off, and a full press to activate turbo mode. Of course, we also get the very handy battery LED indicator, which changes colours depending on how much battery life you have left. And as with a lot of Olight products, we get the magnetic 2 amp charger. One end goes into your USB port, the other end magnetically clips onto your torch, and there's an LED here which will glow green when it's fully charged or red if it's still charging. Also in the box is a lanyard which can be tied on to either the clip, or we can remove the carabiner and attach it to that end. As with a lot of Olight torches, it's IPX8 waterproof rated and 2 meter drop proof. Righto, we might head out into the field and do a bit of comparison testing between the performance of these two torches. Righto guys, I'm out here with my lovely assistant, and we have the Warrior Mini on the left, of course, and the new Warrior Mini II on the right, and we'll just turn them both onto medium. I'll show you guys the beam difference. You can probably tell the new Warrior Mini II is a little bit more focused, a bit less of a spread on the beam. Okay, so they're both putting out about the same amount of lumens on the medium setting there. And we'll crank them both up to turbo. And of course, you're not going to tell much of a difference between 1500 and 1750 lumens, but you can definitely see the difference in that spread on the beam. So both very bright torches. I'm not sure if it's by design where they've changed something here, but even on turbo mode, the new Warrior Mini II the head doesn't get as hot as the original Warrior Mini. So yeah, it must have better heat dissipating properties or something. But anyway, there you go. But yeah, that proximity sensor, definitely a big bonus. Not hot. So there you go guys, Warrior Mini II lightsaber. Okay, so that is the new Warrior Mini II from Olight. Check it out guys, they're on sale for up to 35% off. They come in 3 different colours. I'm going to put a little cheat sheet up here on the screen showing the basic specs of all the Olight products that we use and like, just to give you an idea of the differences between them. So the Warrior Mini II is definitely a feature-packed little torch. As well as that, you get the build quality that we've come to expect from Olight, the attention to detail. They really put a lot of workmanship into these, and it shows. Also in this particular sale guys, they are introducing a couple of other new products. One that might be of interest to you, and is actually of interest to me, is the new O-Lantern Mini. We don't have one of those to review or test yet, but hopefully in future we'll get to have a look at one of those. But check out the link in the description guys, and check out Olight's new products and all the awesome discounts that are up for grabs. Sale starts June 21, 8 PM in Australia, and finishes on June 22. So yeah, up to 35% off during the sale. If you find any items that aren't on sale, you can still get 11% off by using the code MVDBR10. Anyway, I hope you've enjoyed this video guys. Thanks for watching. We'll catch you on the next one.